go.
All right, we live. We live.
There's somebody at my door.
I know, right? How are those puppies? We live.
They're barking. Somebody's knocking at the door right now.
I know, right? Yeah, I have a neighborhood. I have neighborhood dogs too. They let you know they in the neighborhood. All right,
Yeah,
countdown. Here
they're
we
like,
go.
somebody's here, Mom.
Here we go.
Are you live right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Hey now, if you'd like to donate today to
Well,
the
I'm
Dr.
just
Walter
going through my
Sims
other
Show,
screens,
please
and
donate
you'll
at
be able to see me in
Cash
a
App,
second.
$Walter H. Sims. Yes, that's Cash App, $WALTERHSIMS. That's Cash App, $Walter H. Sims.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm warm. It's about 47 degrees here, but I cannot say the same for our guest today. She's almost snowed in. We're excited about our show today. We have a great guest for today, Alisa Troccia. She is just awesome, and you'll see for yourself in a moment. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in my pre-comments. Hey, Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, replay viewers, Mom, because Mom just talked to me, Alisa, and Mom is tuning in. Hey, Kay, hey, Miss Vanessa, hey, Miss Alisa. Alisa, what's your mom's name?
Patty.
Okay, hey, Betty.
Patty.
Patty. All right. Hey, Miss Patty, how you doing? And she's tuning in by way of YouTube. And I told her, I've had a conversation with her moms, and her mom is an awesome woman. And I told her mom, I know she's awesome because Alisa is awesome. So without any further ado, we're going to jump right into the show. And good morning, everybody. Happy Intentional Tuesday. It is February the 2nd. This is Love Month. This is Black History Month. So my guests this month are going to either talk about love, the love for their business, the love for relationships, the love for just life. And, we're going to talk about Black history because this is Black History Month. So I got a lot of guests lined up, and I just set up all the Zooms for that this morning. So I've been a little busy this morning. All is well. All is well. So without any further ado, there she is. I almost wore that same color today. Well, good morning, Alisa. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing so good. Thank you.
Well, that is so good. What's the weather like this morning up there in upstate New York?
It is cold and snowy. We are all snowed in. We're under a state of emergency, actually.
How about that? And you got on the road this morning going to work.
I am a radio show host, and I've got to be there to tell people what's going on. I've got to be there to tell people to stay home.
I heard all of that. Well, listen, kind of tell people a little bit about yourself for those that don't know who you are. Who is Alisa?
Oh my goodness. Hello. Well, I'm a dog mom, as you can see, and I'm working from home, so we may have some some distractions. But I am an entrepreneur. I'm a radio show host. I'm a business owner. I am a blogger. I'm a model. I'm a dog mom. I'm
That's
an aunt,
awesome.
sister.
That is awesome. That is awesome. You just wear so many hats. So kind of tell everybody. And this is going to be a great segue to talk about your business as an entrepreneur, as a marketing specialist. How did you and I meet?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know how many years ago it was. I think
I
it was
know, right?
2015.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and we met on a social media platform called Periscope. It was kind of like a video version of Twitter.
That's right.
And I barely remember it because I don't even think it's around anymore.
It's about to close. It's about to shut down the end of March, I believe. Yeah, they I forget the reasoning, but kind of everybody's kind of migrating away. Because when you and I met, and so many people that follow me now, I mean, Periscope was the thing, people were Periscoping pretty much all day, every day. And you and I kind of crossed paths, and I love social media. And I just appreciate your journey. and I've coached you and I've helped you, I've mentored you. How is Dr. Sims as a coach?
Life changing. Honestly, you have been such an important part of my life since I've met you. You've been through some of the most important things in my life.
Amen. Amen.
You were with me through my divorce, a lot of relationships, just some of the hardest times I've ever been through. And you've been not only a friend, but a mentor, a coach,
Amen.
an encourager. You've helped me see things in myself that I didn't see and recognize ever. You've helped me on my healing journey. You've helped give me coaching advice with my business.
Amen.
And relationships. I mean, you are a lifeline for me. It's like blood that goes through my body. I just appreciate you so much, and I can't imagine not having you in my life.
Oh, I truly appreciate that, Alisa. You are. Now, one thing I love about you, because the medicine gets a little bitter sometimes, and you accept it, you receive it, and I tell everybody, the coaches know better than his client's willingness to do the work. It takes a lot of work, and you have really grown. And again, we've been on each other since 2015. It's 2021 now. 6 years. I've seen you blossom to a very awesome young lady, and I'm very proud of your progress. And that's a great segue. So when did you start your business, ECG Promotions?
I actually started the LLC, or the business entity, in 2009 because I was producing a calendar called East Coast Girls. So I wanted a legal business behind it because I was distributing it worldwide. And
oh, wow. Yeah.
So that was really exciting. So that's when it kind of came about, but I didn't really do anything, and it didn't turn into what it is today until 2011. Which is when I really went out on my own and I established ECG Promotions to be marketing, events, promotional management model, and talent management.
That's awesome.
So that's when it really blossomed, and I went all in, and I left my job in media sales and just went feet head first and threw my body in, and here we are, we're celebrating 10 years.
That is awesome. And so marketing is such a big term, and that's where I've grown to in my business, where you need marketing. You got to sell, and celebrate what it is that you do. So what, even in a pandemic, what are some of the ingredients to marketing that you tell your clients, being entrepreneurs or whatever it is that you're doing? What are some of the common ingredients that you stress getting people to market?
So, like you said, marketing is a big word. I mean, marketing encompasses everything from it's how your brand is perceived. It's the experience that people have when they see or feel or hear or touch your product. It's the way somebody answers the phone. It's the sign on the building. Is it crooked? Is it straight? What do the colors look like? It's everything about your business. That is marketing. So whether you're in a global pandemic or you're just starting your business, or you're 10 years in or 25 years in, it really doesn't matter. I mean, nobody thought we were going to see this pandemic.
That's true. That's true.
But regardless of that, it's really no different. You have to adapt. That's the biggest thing. You have to be able to adapt.
I'm taking notes, y'all. You got to adapt. Expand on that a little bit. And be personal, if you will. How have you adapted in this climate, in this pandemic? Because as you see, I started on a treadmill last year. I was walking, losing weight, went to a park, and have transitioned to this, adapting, How have you, Alisa, adapted in this pandemic as far as marketing is concerned?
So you have to think, what does the market look like? What do your clients needs and wants?
Okay.
Pandemic or not. And you have to adapt to what their needs are. You could be a brick and mortar shop, and we're in a pandemic. People aren't leaving their houses. They're quarantined. They can't go and shop in your store.
Amen.
Well, Do you have a website? If you don't, you better start thinking about how you can migrate your business so that you have that option so that they can purchase things online. There's ways that you can change your business, but that your business always has to be evolving. And I think
Oh wow, that's good.
yeah, one of the things I always tell my and I do with my business and I tell my
Okay,
clients every 5 years, you need to be re-looking at your business model
that's
and saying,
awesome.
what is my vision? What is my mission? And looking at them, you're probably going to rewrite them and they're going to look different, every couple of years, every
That's
3 to
good.
5 years. You're going to expand, you're going to change, you're going to adapt with the time. So for myself, I part of my business is promotions
Okay,
and booking models for
right.
events and promotions. Well, pandemic hits, there's no events going
There are
on. There's
no
no
events.
so I had to focus on other elements of my business, and I'm also really big in diversifying income. So I think that that's really important too.
That's
Just like
good.
you would an investment portfolio, you want to have a diverse investment, with your money. It's, I think, a good idea to do that with your business as well.
That that girl, you dropping nuggets. You dropping nuggets. So that being said, you said adapt. You said diversify. And you just said to be flexible, you have to evolve. I hope y'all are taking down those buzzwords, those keywords. All right. That being said, what are some, because as entrepreneurs we trial by fire. So what are some marketing missteps or mishaps or no nos? What are the cardinal sins of marketing?
I don't know if there's like super bad no-nos because every business is so different, and sometimes
That's a good
what
point.
would not work for you might actually work for somebody else in their industry.
That's a good point.
So I think that it's finding what works for you, and it's a lot of trial and error, especially when you're the business owner. There's a lot of I've got to play around with this. But don't be too hard on yourself.
Oh,
And
that's good. That's
and
good.
sometimes you can do like trial and error on like a small sample group before you kind of launch it to the world. And maybe I would recommend doing that so that if it does kind of fail, it's on a smaller scale. But don't be afraid to try things and
That's
give
good.
yourself grace.
I like that. I like that. And let's transition a little bit. And we got a few more minutes with you. I know you're busy, and thank you so much for being here. I have just loved you a long time because you love hard. And this is, we're gonna segue into a relationship. You love hard. Those fur babies, they're your heart. You know what I'm saying? So in relationship space, you gotta treat your business like a relationship, your family relationship, everything you do as a relationship. So you love hard. What is it about love that you love? And we'll start there.
Everything about love.
I do
It's
too.
funny. I always
I do too. And I guess that's what you and I have in common. I love love. I'm a romantic.
I say that all the time. I love love. And, it's funny because I say I love you. I mean, there's different levels of love,
Of
right?
course. That's right. That's right.
But I love everybody. I say I love you to everybody. There's times where I'll be on the phone with a client and I forget that I'm talking to a client. I'll be like, okay, bye, I love you. And then like, oh.
Ding, 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 ding. I do the same thing.
And I'm like, I have a great day.
Right, it has just been amazing. And that divorce thing, we have that in common. So in relationship space, what advice would you give the young ladies that's looking to you right now? What is it that every young lady is looking in for her man to possess? Because I'm working on another book called The Law of Attraction, and women are attracted to this, men are attracted to this. What is it that women really want in their significant other, in the man that they call their man?
Oh boy. I mean, we all have different needs and different love languages. I think the biggest thing is knowing what your needs are and not compromising those needs or values is like the biggest thing. So whoever your partner is, you've got to express that to them and set those boundaries. And as long as they respect that, I think you can find success in that partner. That's something that I've had to learn the hard way is
Amen.
believing in my self-worth and not compromising those values. I used to be like, you, compromise is important and it's
Right.
critical in relationships, but not when it comes to those needs or those non-negotiables and your values. And I
That's
would,
right.
because I'm a people person and people pleaser, I would compromise those values. That will get you so far. There will
Right.
become a point where it's no longer acceptable to you and you are not healthy in that relationship. So,
That's
um,
good. That's good.
not
That's good.
allowing yourself to make those compromises that are the non-negotiables and finding a partner who respects that.
That and I got this from our conversation the other day. You know, you want a man that allows you the ability to spread your wings. You know,
Yeah.
you don't want a restrictive relationship, and that's hard a lot of times because, like you say, we're people pleasers. You know, we want to make everybody happy, and sometimes at our own expense. And I'm so proud of you for stressing that compromise is in relationships, and I teach and preach that, but not at the expense of you not having boundaries. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Love is tough. Love is tough, you know. So what's some other things that you've learned in love space? Love is tough, Alisa.
It is. Love is tough. I've learned, well, I've been in love a lot. I've had a lot of amazing relationships and I've had some not so great ones. And every single relationship, every single person has taught me something about myself,
That's
about what I
good.
want, what I don't want. I believe that there's not just one soulmate for somebody where I thought that growing up, like in high school, you're like, this is
Right.
the love of my life. And I think that your love can evolve for somebody. I think that there can be different somebodies for you. I mean, because we evolve and we change in life.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I think allowing yourself to heal, because as you go through, most chances are most people are going to be in at least more than one relationship.
Right.
And when a relationship ends, somebody's always hurt. And I think allowing yourself to heal is really, really important. That's
Amen.
something I learned the hard way.
That's right.
I never gave myself enough time to heal before I started a new relationship.
Right.
And that caused me to, I don't know, allow the same patterns to happen.
Right.
And I couldn't fully, appreciate what the person had to offer and what my needs were. So I think allowing yourself to fully heal is really, really important.
That is good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, and knowing your self-worth.
And that's so. We're living in a society where you would think everybody would be high on themselves. But what you and I have come to find out, especially being a pastor and a life coach, and I say this in my teaching, my coaching, and my preaching, a lot of people, Alisa, don't love themselves. Why do you think that is?
Well, we're harder on ourselves than anybody else. And I don't know why. I don't know. I think disappointments and hurts that we go through. And again, I think maybe it goes back to like the not healing thing. I don't know necessarily the answer to that, but that is something that I've had to work on myself.
Amen.
And I noticed that I did this because I always thought I was like a really confident person. And like, I noticed that I don't take compliments well. People will compliment me and I brush them off or I negate the compliment. And I did this practice for a little bit because I realized I was having a negative mindset about myself. And I don't want that. Like, I'm amazing. And
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are amazing. I mean, you're 5 foot, 8 inches tall. You're about 200 pounds of pure awesomeness, Alisa. I see this is what I see. And you, I know that's comical and you and I laugh about that. But the way I see you, the way your mom see you, the way your brother see you, your co-workers, the girls that you have selected for events, your best friend, we see you as this giant, the marketing whisperer, you just so confident, your puppies love you, but yet you admitted, I don't feel like that all the time. And you have to grow through that. And thank you for sharing that because a lot of people battle that, Alisa.
it's hard. I think, we compare, we're in a society that compares. We compare relationships, we
Yeah.
compare body types, we compare money, who has more things.
Social media.
Exactly. We literally just compare, compare, compare. And there's a part of that can be really healthy and it can motivate us. But the other part of that is debilitating and it can bring us to a really negative place and it can be toxifying. And we have to find a way to get away from that. And I think surrounding yourself with people like you,
Oh.
I mean, it's so true.
Thank
Because
you.
when we can't do it ourselves, when we can't pick ourselves up out of that time and that period, and we can't tell ourselves, I'm awesome, like we need somebody else to tell us. And
That's
I think
good.
surrounding yourself with good people and motivating each other is so empowering.
Because I'm the president of your fan club. All right,
Likewise with you.
that's what's up. That's in the last few minutes of our conversation, and thank you so much for your time. What's next for you? I know, like you said, your business has evolved. You've diversified. You're doing many things. You blowing it out of the water, blowing it out of the park, hitting it out of the park on the radio, doing some amazing things. So, what's next for Alisa?
In my businesses, I want to level up. I love everything that I do, so I want to push harder in each one of my businesses to continue to grow them. In my personal life, well, I'm single again, so
All right.
So I'm gonna forever be looking for that lifelong partner, but I'm gonna work on myself. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna take the time that is necessary, and I am going to work on patience because I know that the Lord has an amazing husband waiting for me, and I am little Miss Impatient, and He is like, girl, sit down.
Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. So how can we get in touch with Alisa Troccia?
Oh my goodness, I'm all over social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. I have a blog, Sense of Shine. I love connecting with people. I try to get back and respond as quickly as possible. My Instagram, Twitter handle is Alisa Lulu, and
Amen.
my Facebook is Alisa Troccia. My first and last name. So I'm really easy to find.
That's what I tell everybody. I'm Googleicious now. Just put Dr. Walker Sam in the search engine.
Yes, Googleicious.
That's what's up. Thank you so much. And those fur babies, hug those fur babies for me. And
I will.
And you just tell moms I say hello. And again, when everything settled down, I got to come to upstate New York, and we got to at least go get us a pizza and a Coca-Cola.
Yes, we do. I've got a spare room with your name on it and a big hug waiting for you.
Oh, thank you, Alisa. Everybody, that's Alisa Troccia right there. Thank you and love you. Okay.
Love you. Thank you.
There we go, y'all. Was that an awesome interview or what? Was that a good interview? Y'all, listen, I love this format. Sit down with Doc. She said so many things, and we got to go on in the show. I got a few more minutes in the show. She said so many powerful things. One of the things she said in the interview, you got to love yourself. And so many of us struggle with loving ourselves. We really struggle with that, Hey, Rose, we really struggle with that. And we're some awesome individuals. God loves us. God made us. So we're awesome. But we struggle with that self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? And just a great interview. I'm loving this part of my show. And Thursday, we got another guest coming, CEO, Crystal Smith. Thursday at 1 o'clock. We got a special time Thursday because of her schedule. And this is my show, so we can fluctuate. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Miss Vanessa. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, everybody. Was that not awesome? We got the month lined up. I got the month full of great interviews. And if you have somebody that you want on the show, just send them my way. If you got somebody you want me to see, because we reaching out to Stacey Abrams, we reaching out to Denzel Washington, we reaching out to some heavy hitters. Y'all don't know. I'm so excited, y'all. I am so excited. Let's go ahead and jump into the show because I got Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Things that make you shake your head. Oh my goodness, guys. I just shake my head. I'm just shaking my head at this one, guys. I'm just shaking my head at this one. I don't even think he's a starter. A Seahawks offensive tackle, Chad Wheeler, was arrested for domestic violence. This may trigger something, what I'm about to show. He beat up his girlfriend. I'm not going to show it. If you just Google it, and you can see the picture. I'm not gonna show her picture. It may trigger something, but it wasn't pretty. And his girlfriend, she's beautiful. Let me see, slide it over. Yeah, here she is. Got into an altercation. She wouldn't bow down to him, and he just went ballistic. And he has a history of violence. I'll just say this, and it goes back to what Alisa said. You ought to have boundaries. And getting physical is something in a relationship, and having fun, role playing, etc. But you can cross the line. He crossed the line, and I'm just shaking my head. The NFL needs to do something. I think the Seahawks have released him. The NFL needs to do something. And let's pray for this young lady, the victim. You know, a lot of times we talk about the Chad Wheelers in the world, but we don't talk about the victims. Let's keep her in our thoughts and prayers. All right. I got a little known Black history fact before I go into my 2 cents. An African American man by the name of Lewis Latimer worked alongside Thomas Edison during the creation of the light bulb. Lewis Latimer is responsible for inventing the carbon filament in the light bulb we use today. Black people, we somebody. We are somebody. There's a museum, and you can Google this. Where is the museum of all of the Black inventions? There is a museum that's specifically set aside. I learned this on TikTok. There's a Black museum set aside for Black inventions, because a lot of times we don't get enough credit for all that we've done. And for Black people to walk around with hung down heads, we somebody. Black folks, we somebody. We got a month. It's 28 days. The shortest month in the year. Fine. But black folks, we somebody. And we need to say it loud. Like James Brown said, I'm Black and I'm proud, and I'm going to say it loud. Come on, somebody. Do you feel me? All right. And so each show, I'm going to bring out a little known Black history fact, just for our education. All right. Things that make my 2 cents. I saw this morning, Ms. Vanessa. They stormed the Capitol to overturn the results of an election they didn't vote in. It's coming out now that some of the people that stormed the Capitol didn't even vote. I will just say this, and that's why I stress, and Ms. Vanessa can attest to it, and everybody that watch my show can attest to this. I said all the way up to November the 3rd. I said this all the way up to the runoff election in Georgia in January. If you don't vote, you lose your voice. If you don't vote, you lose your voice. That's just my 2 pennies. If you want to have an opinion in politics, make sure that you have voted. What sense does it make? Hello, somebody. What sense does this make? This is just my 2 minutes. And this shaking my head too. So this could win in either category. But y'all look it up. This is CNN. CNN, you can Google it. I don't make this up. I didn't write this off. It was by Blake Ellis and Melanie Hicken, CNN. We can't make this up. They talking about stop the steal, and they didn't even vote. I'm going to bring up later on in the week, now they turning on each other. I said in my sermon 2 weeks ago when I talked about David and Goliath. And when David went to fight Goliath, Saul want to pull him aside and say, hey, you can use my armor. Wait a minute. Why am I going to use your armor? You're too afraid to put on to fight Goliath yourself. Now, y'all ranted and raved for us to get on board with you guys to re-elect Donald Trump And now that he's no longer in office, his trial starts February the 9th, and he cannot even get lawyers to defend him. Now y'all turning on each other. Again, amen. I'm blue wave. Hashtag blue wave. And now it's coming out that the Publix heiress funded, Alice Jones funded. I don't know how y'all feel about Publix, but they say she's not involved in the day-to-day operation, but everybody's looking at Publix side-eyed now. It was some deep pockets that sponsored this insurrection. And that's what they're really looking over their nose now. This thing goes deep. But at the end of the day, President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris have been elected in office and working hard. He's signing so many executive orders to kind of set everything back in order. Is he going to be perfect? Probably not. But he's making some things happen. Amen. All right. That's just my 2 pennies. Let me coach a little bit. Be proud of who you are. And this is Black History Month. Everybody sit up a little taller. Everybody sit up taller. That's right, Ms. Vanessa. No public and no my pillow. Everybody sit up a little taller. Be proud of who you are. We talked about success in my private group. And when you look over your hand at everything you got going on, be proud of who you are. Be proud of your progress. I was talking to a colleague the other night. Be proud of your progress. Be proud of where you are. You've come through a whole lot. Look at Alisa. She's been doing this for 10 years. And look at where she is now versus where she started. And we're evolving. We're going. She said level up. We all want to level up in what we're doing. But be proud of the progress you've made. Be proud of who you are. You may not have invented the light bulb. You may not have invented a contraption to help feed yourself if you're paraplegic. I learned that this morning. You may have not invented 100 different ways you can use peanut butter or the peanut. You may not be president of these United States, regardless of who and what you're doing. Regardless of who you are, be proud of who you are. You got life. Y'all, I feel good this morning. You got life. God is giving you another opportunity to be great. All right, proud progress. I want you to, this is your homework. Assess where you have come from. When did you truly make a change in your life? And you may figure out you need to make a change. If you are stuck here, make an appointment with me. And as you know, business owners, remember, personal development is a business expense.
You know me? Huh? You know me? Yes. You know me? Yes. You know me? Yes. You know me?
Women, the most attractive thing to a man is a woman who respects him. And I'm going to talk about this Thursday with the women. Men, but women, the most attractive thing to a man is a woman who respects him. Again, we're not talking foolishness, but we're talking about women. If you want to know that thing that's attractive to a man, we are motivated by RESPECT. Hey guys, happy Intentional Tuesday. Somebody needs to hear this today. Women, the most attractive thing to a man is a woman, as Aretha Franklin said, RESPECT him. And we're not talking foolishness, but I'm talking women. If you really want that man to fall, be head over heels about you, respect him. If you want to be respected, you got to give respect. And ladies, you know who I'm talking to. Somebody needs to hear this today. And what the problem really is, you have respected the wrong man. Come on, somebody. That the issue really is not that you don't know how to be respectful. You have respected the wrong man that disrespect you, didn't return it back. You ended in a blaze of fire, and now you have a problem respecting men. Amen, webcam. But ladies, I'm telling you, you want to gain a man, respect him. You want to lose a man, disrespect him. Real talk. Y'all come on now. Help me. And it definitely goes both ways. I'm gonna talk about this with the women, with the men respect the lady. I'm gonna talk about that. Treat her like a lady. Come on. It's all about respect. If you want respect, you got to give respect. Come on now, ladies. Respect that brother. Men operate. And when I deal with men, I respect men. I can call you by your title. My ego ain't that, it's not that big. I respect men. When I enter a man's house, when I enter a man's space, I'm gonna give you mad props, man. Cause if I want your respect, I'm a lion, you a lion. What up, lion? I'm a mean old lion. And if I happen to let you slide, you better run and hide. Cause I'm a mean old lion. Come on, somebody. You feel me? It's all about respect. Okay, trust. Okay, we almost done. Today has been a good show. Why do I keep attracting the same type person? Alisa talked about it. Why do I keep attracting the same type person? Dr. Sims. Every time I get hello. Come on, Miss Vanessa. You in my notes. Why do I keep attracting the same type of person, Dr. Sims? I got a prescription for you. Answer this. Again, Alisa touched on it. Answer this. You got to know who you are. You got to know how you tick. She said she didn't give herself enough time to heal between relationships. Number two, have you truly healed from previous relationships? Do a relationship analysis. I coach people. This is what I coach people. Do a relationship analysis. Examine why those relationships fail. And at the end of the day, get some help. Why do I keep attracting the same type folk? Because you really have a... Why do you keep having a flat tire? One or two things are true. Why do you keep having a flat tire? And you keep using Fix-A-Flat? Well, you use Fix-A-Flat. That's a temporary patch. You got to either get that nail out of the tire. You got the nail. You need to get that hole plugged or get a new tire. Fix-A-Flat is only going to work for so long, and a lot of y'all are using Fix-A-Hard. I wish I had some help. You keep trying to plug the hole that's in your heart. Y'all better, you need some love rehab. Okay. You know what insanity, you know the definition of insanity, right? Keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. Amen, webcam. I'm done. Y'all need some help, don't you? Well, a lot of people say, well, coaches, y'all expensive. Well, coaches have two issues, affordability and accessibility. Okay, I've taken care of both of those with the Motivation Zone. I got a private group. We teaching the last Tuesday in this month. We teaching about patient, the false indication that you are living in purpose and on purpose. You're passionate. Well, slow your roll. But if you join today for a limited time on $147 a month, you can get 5 things now: a free ebook, Walking Purpose Grow Rich, a Living Motivated Get Your Notebook Journal, a weekly motivation email that includes a video audio from Dr. Sim, a monthly mastermind, a seat in my monthly mastermind, Facebook Live. We teach the last Tuesday of the month, and you get a monthly Zoom call with Dr. Sim. Hey, I'm so excited, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And remember, Bible study in the morning, Thursday, 1:00 p.m. We got CEO Crystal Smith. Woo! I'm excited about that show. I'm really excited about that show. All right. Thank y'all for joining us today. Thank you, Alisa. And listen, guys, we need your support on the Dr. Sims Daily Show. Use Cash App, Walter H. Sim. Everything that you donate toward the show, I go into revamping and evolving the show. More technology to make it better. We having a good time. Oh, thank you, Kay. I love y'all. Just don't know I love y'all so much. Thank you, Shalonda. Thank you, Miss Vanessa. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Alisa. Hey again, Miss Pat. Hey, Mama. Love y'all. Love y'all so much. y'all the real MVP. All right, I appreciate you. And remember, if you stay high on life, life is gonna stay high on you.
Hey now, if you'd like to donate today to the Dr. Walter Sims Show, please donate at Cash App, $Walter H. Sims. Yes, that's Cash App, $WalterHSims. That's Cash App, $Walter H. Sims.